One of the great things about living here on the south coast is that predictions are so often wrong. For the last 2 days, Bexley-on-Sea was supposed to be raining, as it is tomorrow. Well, yesterday and today, it's been like this. This is, according to Apple, this is overcast. Well, I can live with this sort of overcast. Look at that bird going. So predictions are funny old things. A very wise man once told me that before you think of starting a business, you should listen to a good lawyer, and then you should listen to a good accountant, and then you should ignore both of them, because they will tell you all of the things that could happen, that could go wrong. And the same is for economists. Economists will always cover their back and say, this could happen or this could go wrong, and they'll make predictions that are based on things that they can then use as get-out clauses. Let's get away from predictions. Right now, in this town and in London, some small businesses have decided not to reopen. They've just said, we can't take the risk, we can't sign the new lease, we can't take on the people, we can't predict that we're going to have the footfall, so we're just going to close. And there is a big difference between small privately owned businesses and PLCs. But there's also a lot of medium-sized or large privately owned companies, and they have a totally different outlook on life and on profits and on business. If you're a PLC CEO, and I work for and with some of them, your focus is on quarterly or monthly results. If you're an owner or a part owner of a large company or a small company, sustainability, and in the short term, in times like this, survivability are your focus, because you want your business to be going in 5, 10 or 15 years time, and you want not just to be surviving but prospering. And there's a big difference between this quarterly focus that you see in some of the FTSE 100 companies and the long-term legacy type thinking that you see in privately owned businesses. Now, I'm a massive fan of that thing out there. I'm a massive fan of the sea. I'm a massive fan of sustainability and environmentally friendly stuff. But I listened to a panel discussion on sustainability with 3 experts from one was from New York, I think maybe another one was from America, and one was from somewhere else. And there was an eco warrior who was, every business has to do this immediately. And I agree with lots of what he said. But one of the panelists also said, we need businesses to survive first. Survival first. Survival is like a base step before sustainability. Sustainability has a bigger window. It has a longer window than survival. Survival is, can I pay the rent this month? Can I pay my staff this month? Can I get contracts in? What's my cash flow like? And sustainability is how to prosper on a slightly longer window, a year long, or 2 years long, or 3 years, or 10 years. And there's not a private owner in the world who doesn't want sustainability. And that includes its social impact, its economic impact, its environmental impact, its profitability and its sustainability. But primary thing, first things first, is surviving. And I predict that, and this is probably a fair prediction, that every CEO or leader of a company that has a good business model, that is human, that has authenticity, great communication skills, and who gives a damn about their people, their model, and their clients, will come through this. There will be exceptions, but most will come through this. The other prediction that's pretty fair to make is that CEOs of PLCs who aren't doing well will blame everything on COVID. But I'm not really interested in those. I'm interested in the people who want to build a sustainable, long-term legacy business that has a decent social impact, that looks after its people and all its types of people, and is built to be a part of the long-term economic community. So those are the predictions from the seaside. The dog is unimpressed. He's heard all of this before, and he just wants to go back on his walk. So we're going to go back on our walk and then go back to work. Have a nice day. I hope that the predictions about your weather in your area are as wrong as they were about the Sussex weather today. Have a lovely week.